I thought this was just a flake. I flipped it out. It's a little crude. Point, I already washed it off. I thought it was just a flake. I've been walking all day and haven't found anything. I'm grateful to find even this little thing. I don't know what it is. Crude, but it's a point, so I'm gonna keep on looking. This bar looks a lot better than it did back there, so you can see here it's really dry here. Not a whole lot. There's an old foundation, a lot of old pottery and crockware around here. Sometimes you'll find an arrowhead in this area. At this point I figured out what it was. It's a little Pentagonal. Then I found a little blunt that's been sheared in two and a broken base. So starting to find some stuff, but nothing fancy or anything nice yet, so I'll keep sticking to it. Hopefully I'll just go ahead and make a video anyway, even if there's not much found. Or later video, here's a little stone with little pits in it, like little nutting stones. They're all over the place down here. I don't even pick them up unless they're nice. Now they might even be able to see one up in here. Piece of something to make sure it's not a piece of slate or something. But yeah, they're all over the place up through here. I might even record another one if I don't start finding more. Here's a cleanup video from today. I didn't find very much. Very, very slim pickings down there. It was really dry and you get a lot of rain because you couldn't hardly see anything. The only really thing I even found, I found this little broken piece. I got some flakes. Actually, I got a flake knife I found, but I didn't show it in the video. It's not a really nice piece anyway. There is a base of a point. I believe that's a palmer. You can see like a palmer point. I believe it's a base off one. It's really ground. Broken palmer. Kind of a rough day. This is a notch point. When I first saw it, I thought it was a hafted shaft scraper. I just saw it was sticking out kind of like this. And I thought, oh man, I found a hafted shaft scraper, but it's a blunt that's been broken. That's what it is. So not that great of a piece. This is a broken agricultural hoe. Fort Ancient. They would make them out of this material. This one's been busted. It has some grinding on it. Here's a decent nutting stone I found. It's got a hole there, a pit there. It's broken on the back, but it's lightly pitted right there. It's pitted right there, and it's pitted right there, and it's got a little pit right there. It's pretty cool, and I actually kept that one because that one's easy to carry. And then I found one hull point, and it's very, very, very crude, as you can see. I'm torn on this one. I'm thinking it may be a pentagonal, but it could also be a Jack's Reef. It's very crudely made, and it was just in the gravel, and I thought it was just a flake of flint. I flipped it out. Could be a pentagonal knife. You can see it has like little spurs coming off of it. It's a little thicker than some of the Jack's Reefs, but it could be a crudely made Jack's Reef, but I'm almost willing to say it's a pentagonal of some sort. There's one, but it's still more well made than that one. But you can see the form. Now, where did I put that? It also could be a Jack's Reef style. Let's see if I can find that. Where I put that paper at. Here it is. It could also be a Jack's Reef style, as you can see. But as you can see, the notching doesn't look quite deep enough for a Jack's Reef. There are a few Jack's Reef points that are more shallow notch though, but as you can see, but I'm willing to bet it's probably a pentagonal. Here's some intrusive mound points that are kind of made similar too. It's either intrusive mound or pentagonal. Very hard to tell the difference in those between them, but this one's got, most of the Jack's Reef points I see are very, very thin. This one's kind of got a medium thickness to it, so it's a little cruder than most Jack's Reefs I see. It could be a poorly made Jack's Reef point, but I'm willing to bet it's probably a pentagonal point. But that's the only thing I found. It was a really hard day. It was hours before I even found this little crude thing. So I'm gonna wait till it rains really good. It's just, the river was dropped very low, but there just wasn't a whole lot out. It was just so dry you couldn't hardly see anything. All right, later.